What the hell is going on up there? Oh, oh man. All right, now we got a wounded cow I got to deal with. Which one of you heifers just took a bunch of fall damage? Was it you? Was it you? I gotta put you out of your misery here. There's more than one of you. Huh. Might be time to call the... Shut up! God! Alright. Welcome back to another episode of Gribs Grinds, the lowest effort Minecraft channel on the entire internet, he says, standing in front of all the holes in his yard. Look at that. So, today we're gonna build our zombie grinder. I'm super excited. Let's get inside before I die. Go upstairs, long winter's nap. And let me tell you, I'm actually not excited. That was a complete lie. I would much rather do a bunch of like above ground stuff here around the base. Get this tidied up. I was playing with some blocks and I shouldn't have been. I should have just left it, you know? Because now we got to fix it. Anyway, I've been getting some things together for our giant zombie grinder, project here. We're going to need a bucket. I got some sand smelting up because I was thinking of getting all like old Greg with this and making some fancy tinted glass. I mean, what else are we going to do with the amethyst shards, right? So I got some extra sand cooking in here, but it's going to be a while because we also got iron. We're also going to need to go grab some kelp. Let me put this back in the, I guess that goes there. We got to go grab some kelp. Let's do that. And I started like, it's been a long time since I've played this world, because I haven't been sick, right? I'm feeling good, which I kind of like. Once I started feeling good, I like didn't want to play the world anymore because I was worried I would get sick again. You know how that works? You get the superstitions. But last time we played, I believe I went and gathered a. Hang on. Whoa. Hello. You just fish? Okay. I've been playing Bedrock with my son, and. Dude, the drowns, y'all, they're insane. So now I'm paranoid. All right, let's get this kelp, and I'll try to keep talking while I'm doing stuff. I mean, that should be enough right there. So yeah, what was I saying? I have no idea. My ADHD is crippling today. Right. Okay. So I haven't played this world because I was, I associate it with feeling sick, and I want to feel well, and also because when I'm not sick, I actually have to, do things in my life and get things done. I can't afford to just sit around and play video games when I'm feeling well. We're gonna need more kelp. Sorry, I didn't do any math. Okay, let's just, while we're down, let's just harvest the damn kelp. Let's just do it. Okay, and then you gotta replant. This is the problem. I need an automated kelp farm. Maybe next episode, because I don't want to drown getting all my kelp. Where's a boat? I'll just pick it up with the boat. Goodness gracious. See, everyone says Minecraft is not realistic, right? But I find that there are parts of it that are very realistic. Like when you're trying to do one simple thing, but then you realize you have to do like 5 other things to get the simple thing done. That feels very realistic to me. All right. Let's get this replanted. Wait, where's the farm? There it is. Let's get this replanted so we'll grow at maximum efficiency. We wouldn't want an inefficient kelp farm. That's the worst thing you could possibly have in your hardcore world. Goodness, that's a lot of kelp. Okay, let's put it all in there, except we'll keep, we'll keep 45. We got some tinted glass. We got, oh, you know what else we might need? Do I have any glowstone? We went to the nether. Okay, we got that. And I think we can do that. And then we should be able to do that. Cool. Let's go ahead and yoink that. I mean, we can't really yoink it out of our own base, but we yoink it out of its rightful place on our appliance wall. And a chest. We'll take a barrel. We'll take a barrel to put it all in. And might as well take a crafting table too. We're gonna need one more thing. Where is it? Soul sand. Yeah, let's take just one. We should be able to get by with just one. All right. Not insignificant chance that we die doing this, but I think we're ready. Let's go. I just ran into the wall. I just kind of want to see real quick before we head out. Where are the wounded? Okay, hang on. Oh my God. There were some wounded cows. There's one. Where are you? That one. Okay. Okay. And how close are we? Like, if I just murder a bunch of cows, how close are we to getting 30 levels? Because if I could get a Smite sword, I would be. I mean, I have Smite 1 on this current sword. We're not gonna make it. We're gonna have to murder too many cows, I think. But if I could get a really badass mobbing sword, I'd be a little more comfortable with this. I think that there's, I don't want to get swarmed by zombies. That's the scary part. But the other scary part is falling down the elevator shaft. But it's a hardcore world, and to be honest, I mean, this is starting to feel like a series. What are we, episode 8 now? And I never intended this to be a series. It's called an interlude. So if we die, we die, okay? Okay. But see, now I got a bunch of stuff I gotta put in the smelter, and I gotta file it all away in my inventory system. It's just everything. Work begets more work. But steak is tasty. Okay, let's head on over to the old mine hole, and we'll go down into the depths. Let me leave that boat here too. I got too many boats. Too many boats in this world. All right, we'll go downstairs, and I can't even remember what this place looks like, to be honest with you. It's been a minute, and I've been playing other Minecrafty stuff, and so it's all jumbled up in my head. And I think I cut a special pathway. Yes, this should take us to the spawner. Okay, this looks good. Right here to the spawner. So now we have to decide. We have to decide where we want our killing chamber. We have to deal with all this stuff. Oh, look. Diamonds. Let's go ahead and harvest those. One. Oh. Alright, here's our spawner. We have to decide where we want our killing chamber to be. Obviously, it would make sense to put it over here, because this is where we'll be coming from. So, yeah, and we go up, and we'll go over, and we'll come down here. But first things first, let's make some room for these zombies to spawn. So on my IRL YouTube channel, people were asking me why I like Minecraft so much, and I made a little bit of a segment of a video talking about that and talking about what Minecraft is and why, as a grown man, a grown-ass man with a job and a kid and everything, I still play Minecraft a lot, and how much I enjoy it, blah, blah, blah. So this is going to be a little boring while I'm making some space here, so I thought I would just play that audio over the video of me hollowing out this spawner chamber here. So, enjoy. Finally, our last Ask Gribs question for the day. Rafa asks Gribs, what is Minecraft anyhow? I've had it explained to me as a homesteading game, but what you do seems to be so much more. Explain it to me like the height of my gaming experience was asteroids on Atari when joysticks were real joysticks. Okay. I think I can explain this. My gaming experience started in the 80s when I was just a wee child with the NES. And so I played Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt and Bad Dudes, if you remember that. All these games were sort of ported from arcade experiences. So when video games became a thing, most people didn't have the technological infrastructure in their homes to run video games. Manufacturers could not make video games to go into people's homes, so they made giant boxes, put them in arcades, and people would go to places to play the arcades. And so the idea was, you want to take their money, right? So you make the games really addictive and really hard and very simple. They were very linear games. Mario Brothers is a platformer. You just jump from place to place and you land on monsters' heads. And it is literally linear. You are going down a line to proceed through the game, and it's super hard. And if it were an arcade game, you would be stopping every 10 seconds to put more quarters in. I love Mario Brothers. But the first game that really, really got me, that really opened my mind to something else. I mean, I was 8 or whatever, so I didn't understand. No, I was like 6. I didn't understand what a medium was, an artistic medium. I had read books. And the first game that seemed like a book to me, that opened my imagination up as much as a good book did, was The Legend of Zelda. It was incredible. It was an open world. You could go anywhere you wanted. It wasn't just going in a straight line. I mean, in the first Mario Brothers, you couldn't even reverse in the line. It wasn't even one dimension. It was like half a dimension. In The Legend of Zelda, you can go anywhere you want. You can go anywhere you want, and there's a whole world to explore, and it's this mystical kingdom. And for my young brain, it was unbelievable. As I grew up, I got into other games. Played the progressive Zeldas, but then I got into things like Doom and Quake, first-person shooters, sort of as on the cusp of adulthood, and I kind of left all that behind.
And then I grew out of it. I didn't want to play video games anymore. I wanted to do other things, even though I had some great times doing it and playing with my friends. And then in 2013, for Valentine's Day, my wife bought me Minecraft. I was working a really stressful job at the time, and I needed something. I needed a hobby. I needed something for fun. And she bought me Minecraft, and it was immediate. It was. I knew that this was the game that I wanted to play for the rest of my life. Most people think Minecraft is a kid's game, and they are wrong. Most people think that it's cartoonish and silly. I mean, it is cartoonish, and it is silly, and it's absurd, and it's amazing. The thing about Minecraft is, number one, it's infinite. It is practically infinite. There are limits, but if you were to, I think that if you were, if you were to try to walk to the edge of Minecraft, you can't do it in a human lifetime. So it's infinite. You can go anywhere, and there is no limit to what you can do. The other thing is, other than the very, very bottom of the world, the bedrock of the world, you can manipulate every single thing you can see. There is nothing in the game that is a static texture that you cannot change. The big thing about The Legend of Zelda was any of the bushes that you saw, you could burn and find something underneath them. Any of the rocks you saw, you could bomb and find a secret passage. But it wasn't all the rocks, it wasn't all the bushes, it was just certain ones, and you had to find them to proceed in the game. But in Minecraft, you can dig up any patch of dirt. You can break any block of stone. It freaked me out in the beginning. It was really kind of weird because it's the first game that it's like you're really playing in a simulated world with no boundaries. It's kind of spooky. But then the other aspect, of course, is that because you can break apart anything you want and change it, you can build anything you want. So if you watch the Imp and Skiz podcast, what they say over and over again is Minecraft is a game, but it's also a blank canvas for whatever you want to create. If you want to create a horror movie in Minecraft, you can do that. If you want to create a hockey game, you can do that. If you want to build a computer in Minecraft, people have done that. The other thing is that it speaks to a certain part of my brain, rooted in childhood, that is likes the security of order, that might be a little bit paranoid. I always play Minecraft on hard mode because I like being paranoid. I like having to build defenses. I like having to watch my back. It allows my brain to sort of safely work through paranoia. For me personally, it allows a part of my brain to work out its drama in a safe and well-contained way. I mean, the biggest detriment to me playing Minecraft is that I spend a little too much time doing it. But yeah, if you like Minecraft, go over to the Gribs Grinds channel. I'm going to link it below. I've got some really good content up there, y'all. I'm not trying to really do anything with it, but I have a lot of fun creating it.
Okay, well, we have hollowed out a big space here. Unfortunately, it's a little too hollow. We got some things to take care of over there, and this is the time, because we're getting ready to seal this up forever, right? This is the time where we need to think about, do we want it to look good? I mean, if it's going to be sealed up, so what? But I just don't like clay blocks in a build. This goes back to my rather severe obsessive compulsive disorder. I'm not joking. And I want a sturdier block there. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense, but I want to fill that in, and obviously we've got to fill this in. I think I might use mossy cobble over here so that if we come through this cave, we know where the spawner is and not to dig that way. And then we should probably do something about that for the sturdy... see, I'm just making more work for myself, but I can't stop. You know what? No, we're not going to do that. I'm going to fight my OCD. I'm always telling my son, because he's struggling with it now too. OCD is hereditary. And I'm not joking here, y'all. I'm really not. If you give into your OCD, it just makes it stronger. And listen, OCD, I mean, in Minecraft, you know, it's kind of fun to have OCD, right? Because you have control over the entire environment and you can do whatever you want. But that's not the case in real life. So you do have to fight it. And so I'm going to fight it here. I'm not going to replace all that clay. It's going to be just fine. I can't think of any reasonable thing any reasonable bad thing that could happen from leaving the clay. However, I did go get some coal, and I'm cooking up some deep slate so it'll actually match. I don't want the cobbled deep slate to not match with the regular deep slate because, I mean, what would the zombies think, right? Next up, we're going to dig a little tiny tunnel around the perimeter because, well, you'll see. But that gives us access to all the stuff that we're going to need to fill in. And I kind of painted myself in a corner here. I can't fill this stuff in and walk all the way around at the same time. So this will just be easier. A little access tunnel in case we need to do any maintenance. And then something I like to do with my spawners is always give myself a good way to light it up from the outside. Especially in a hardcore world, we don't want to have to be running around in there trying to light it up. So let's go ahead and turn this on. And, you know, if we wanted to get fancy with it, we could run some redstone wires around and do it all from one switch, but I'm not too concerned about that now. All right, so I couldn't help myself, and I did actually end up texturing that wall a little bit. I don't know, it felt weird. Yeah, we need to fill that in, and then we need to fill the rest of this in, and then we'll be done. And by done, I mean ready to get started. So this is the hard part. This is where we have to make some decisions. Where do we want the zombies to go? And what do we want to happen to them once they get there? And I'm kind of thinking, hear me out here. I'm kind of thinking we might want them to go... Oh, I don't know. Okay, let's just keep it simple. We're going to want them to go this way. Are we really, though? Oh, I don't know. I'm paralyzed with indecision. Yes, okay, yes, this is where we want them to go. We're going to make them come over here, and they're going to go up... Wait. Will it... Can we do that? If we put the... Okay, so here's the center line. Yeah, so elevator goes up, elevator comes down. Yeah, I think we can put it right here or so. This will be the killing chamber. And we see that the spawner is still active. So, yeah, we should be able to put our killing pedestal right in here somewhere. Let's get to it. This is why I brought the second bucket. And we've got a water source down here already. Let's just get some of that. And we'll go down here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. You know, I already forgot something, though. I always do this. I already forgot the signs. I got to make some signs. All right, very carefully. Let's go down here again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, this should be good. So here's where things get interesting because we really need a way out. We'll just wing it. Let's just wing it. Water source there, and then a water source there, and then we should be able to steal from those water sources, make new water sources, because that's how things work in Minecraft. All right, great. That brings us here. That's exactly where I wanted to end up. Then we drop this a block like so. Wade back up here and grab 2 more water sources. One right here. And one right here. That should put us right there. It's pretty good. Now, yeah, I think we can do this. Okay, new plan. I have decided on a slightly different design. This is not something I do a lot in Minecraft, and so I always have to kind of remember how to do it. And usually I'm on a server and I can just be like, hey, Greg, how do I actually build a zombie grinder? But we're in a single-player world here, so... Oh, no, other way. Yep. And so instead of moving the elevator directly, like, off perpendicular, off-axis, whatever, instead of sending the zombies that way, I think we're going to send them into the corner because I found a cool tutorial, and I'll say who that's by after I tab back over. I found a cool tutorial that can make the design more compact, so let's do it that way. The tutorial is by Voltrox. Okay, let's get back... he says the next thing to do is break this. This always seems weird because you don't think it's going to bounce the zombies up, but it does. And now I think we dig up. This is the part that's kind of scary. In fact, it's so scary, I'm gonna put some water right here, and that way, if and when we fall, we will fall. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. I wish that would quit. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. I'm gonna go ahead and break the soul sand and put a piece of wood there to represent it, because what we're gonna do would be really annoying with the soul sand there. Always end up having to do this several times. All right, now we go up 25 blocks, and the way I'm gonna measure that is with a stack of moss. So, and also that will prevent us from falling down to our deaths. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's dark and scary. Never dig down, never dig up. I don't like this. Right, except now I have no clue which way I'm facing. This is a problem. We're gonna have to do this several times, I guess. Okay, all right. Now we actually need to decide where we want our killing pedestal. And we don't want it too close because we don't want it like up against this switch here. So what if we put it right there? Right there. That's our killing pedestal. Okay. So that means... Oh, I shouldn't have put it there. That means if we do this and we look at our XY, 143, negative 126. I'm going to write that down on a piece of scratch paper like a boomer. I'm not even going to take notes digitally. All right, next up, we're going to need to make a bunch of the polished deep slate because I want to make sure we line our elevator column with blocks that don't appear naturally so that we will not dig through them if we're ever, you know, digging. Then all we got to do is find 143, negative 126. All right, cool. All right, so this is going to be our hole right here. But again, we want to line all of this with blocks that do not appear naturally because we're going to want to know if we're digging around in here that, you know, there's a big hole and we don't want to die. All right, so we should be able to just go ahead and do this like so. All right, so now we're back in our tunnel. We're going to slowly go up each side and fill that with the cobbled, with the polished deep slate. It may seem like I'm making a lot of work for myself here, and I am, but I don't know if you guys have ever watched the PewDiePie live stream where he's building one of these things and falls to his death. And that sticks with me when I'm playing hardcore and working on a zombie grinder. And of course, we could just have feather falling boots, right? We could just enchant our boots and not have to worry about that, except we don't have the XP to do it, and that's why we're building a zombie grinder. And we're back here to the top. Okay, cool. And then we're going to need a sign right here, of course, which will hold the water back and will also be the last thing that the zombies see. So it's going to say, "Nya, nya." Now, you kind of have to build these things backwards a little bit because, you know, you don't want a room full of zombies when you get it started. So let's go ahead and account for that. Do I have enough of this stuff to do it? Yeah, let's go ahead and account for this. And one thing we'll need to do is add some slabs. And there's a certain way to do it. There's a couple of ways to do it. I kind of want to make it look a little bit cool. What if we take some cobble deep slate and we make... How many of these can we make? Yeah, 4 of those. And then what about some of this stuff? A couple of those. Then if we put some slabs on these things like this, that should keep the babies from being able to get, you know, between there. And then we should also just be able to murder them. Ugh, now how do we get back up there? Jeez. All right, and just for safety, I'm gonna... Oh, I guess I'm not. What am I gonna do? How do like that. Okay, now there's some water right there, and so if we fall down, we won't die. But we can remove that when the zombies start falling. So now we dig all the way up. We come back with some water. No. Yeah? No. Oh, I'm so confused. Can I do that? Can I put the dirt? Yeah, okay. Dirt's right there. And the reason we want dirt there is because dirt can grow kelp. And then we'll grow the kelp, or we'll place the kelp, and then make the water source blocks with the kelp. This is tough. Really confusing stuff here. Okay. We're going to go all the way up. All right. Here we go. Do we have a water source? Yeah, okay. All right. We're going to go all the way up, and we're going to place our water source here. Yeah, let's go ahead and put a sign here that says, this one will say, "Get wrecked." And we'll put our water source right here, right? So that would do that. Okay. And then now comes, this is going to be a little bit scary because we're going to have to go down underwater. So we need to watch our life, or our water, you know, Our oxygen. That's what we need to watch. Sorry, I've got my brain is going many places at one time, and I should have brought a respiration helmet for this. We're getting a little low here. Getting a little low. I'm gonna jump into the wall and breathe. I can't abide it. That's scary. Can't see a damn thing. Okay. Dig. Then we should be able to do this. This will turn all the water blocks into source blocks, water source blocks. And then, that's already a water source block, right? And then we should be able to place our soul sand down at the very bottom. And we should have a working elevator. Okay, here we go. What happens if we do that? And then we do this. Bubbles. Give me bubbles. Not seeing any bubbles. Toss some. Yeah, okay, there we go. We toss some kelp in there and it goes up. Wonderful. Out of curiosity, does it come back down? Yeah, hey, look, we got the kelp. Okay, so that means the elevator works. The elevator works. Everything else, let's do a last check. Obviously, we're going to need to fill this in, but everything else looks good. That's our only torch down here. Wait, is there a torch on the spawner? Yeah. Okay, got that. Break that. It'll go up the elevator. And then that. And we'll come back and fill in that moss. Deep slate, deep slate. Deep slate. Deep slate brick. Deep slate. Now for the fun part. First, I'm going to grab some of that tinted glass we made. Where is that? Right here. And just for fun, let's put that in. So that should keep the light out, and we can watch what's happening in the spawner there. Okay. I think we're rolling. I think it's time to turn the lights off and see what happens. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I'm going to do a couple of things. Oh, I already saw some zombies. I'm going to do a couple of things. I've got golden apple in my hot bar here just in case things go wrong. Oh, and we need to get rid of the water. Oh, hang on. Grab that. Okay. And they should come down any minute now. I should have made part of this glass so I could see what was going on, but I'll do that later. Come on. Hey, there's our first zombie. Wonderful. And they're down at 1 heart. Could have got them down to half a heart. 1 will be fine. Look at that. Look at that. We're already getting XP out of this thing. This is wonderful. More. That wasn't enough zombies. Come on. Need some more. How's our efficiency going here? Doing good. We're spawning some up. Oh, they're holding our blocks. We left, I guess. Yeah, cool. I'm hearing more. This is amazing. Okay, I hear our first baby coming down. Yep, there's the baby. Okay. Can you get me? What if I stand right here? Can you hurt me? Good. I think we're okay. Oh, okay, yeah, they can hit me. So that means we probably need to put in... Hang on a second. Good Lord. Okay, that means we need to probably put in some walls or something just so I won't accidentally, get too close and get wrecked by zombies. But I think we're okay. Very good, very good, very good. Here we go. Boom! There it is! Level 30. We're rocking and rolling. Excellent. We have a functioning zombie spawner. And now that the episode is wrapped up, I'm going to spend some time off camera prettying up the place. We're going to start with this nice little... I think I'm going to make a window here, like we're looking out at the axolotl habitat. That should be pretty fun. And then we'll do something with this room. But that'll all come in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I've enjoyed not dying during this hardcore episode. We got lucky, didn't we? We didn't fall. We didn't get eaten by zombies. Yeah, everything's good. So... appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next grind.